Well, hello people, Hazy here. Welcome back to the ABC Murders. And where is Poirot? He's missing on the screen. Strange. Anyway, I think it's time to look at the partygoers now. I can even examine Hastings.
I ought to concentrate on my guests.
Oh, okay, not Hastings.
Franklin Clarke always seems at ease, regardless of where he is. Something that's unique to people who travel.
So I can talk to every single one of them then. Yes? Oh no.
Donald is always on edge.
Yeah, look at his eyes. The dark circles. Shaving cut. And...
Donald Fraser is very nervous at the moment, even if he's trying hard to control himself.
And could that be more obvious? The lady sitting behind, I mean besides him. She looks deeply in love. The way she blushes.
She appears to have taken more care with her appearance than the last time.
Yeah, makeup. Lipsticks. And wearing earrings. Looking at Donald intently. That's all she cares about.
She's looking at Mr. Fraser out of the corner of her eye. Did she make herself beautiful for him?
Yes. Okay, now the ladies here. First up, the secretary.
The song says, "Sometimes I love a blonde who comes from Eden by way of Sweden." But I am not sure that this blonde is an angel.
If not an angel, then what is she?
I should take advantage of the silence to examine them.
Okay, now.
Sometimes I love a brunette, sometimes I love a blonde. That's what the song says. I wish to thank you all for coming. I wanted to bring everyone close to the victims here in order to unmask the murderer.
Get to the point, Mr. Poirot. What do you want from us?
Well, ask Megan the reason for this meeting. Tell Megan not to be in such a hurry.
You are an intelligent woman, Mademoiselle Barnard, and I'm sure that you have already understood my intentions.
You think that if we put our heads together, we might come up with something new?
I am convinced of it. What I ask is that you search your memories. The murderer must have left some trace.
Yes, he must have prepared his crimes very carefully.
Tout à fait. He did not get to Bexhill at midnight in order to strangle a young girl whose name by chance starts with P.
Must we go into that?
Yes, of course. Agree that the subject creates a feeling of discomfort. Tell Donald to get a grip on himself. Very good advice.
Mr. Fraser, please get a grip on yourself.
Well, I want to help you, but I don't remember anything else. Nothing I haven't already said.
And you, Mademoiselle Barnard, did your sister say if she was seeing another man?
She never would have told me.
Well, urge Megan. Ask Megan why Betty didn't say anything. Yeah, the reason.
Why would she hide the fact from you?
Betty knew I didn't approve of her behaviour. Her flirting was spoiling any chance she might have had.
Tell me, mademoiselle, what did you talk about with your sister?
Silly things. Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother bought her a brand new pair. The day it happened, she was crying. And to think that Betty never even wore them. Poor Mummy.
Your sister used to sing, I believe. Did she ever perform in public?
She dreamt about it, but she had a very bad cough. It troubled her greatly. She had to cancel auditions and miss lots of opportunities. A pity.
Yes, she sang well, but that doesn't tell us much about the murderer.
Qui sait? In any case, we now have enough information to draw up a relatively precise psychological profile.
A profile?
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Already? So what is the murderer's profile? Is the killer clever? I think he is. So Q1 was packed with people. That is rather bold. Methodical and prepares his crime meticulously. He never forgets to leave his intriguing signature behind. That railway guide. The ABC guide. Okay, that's not the one. A passenger timetable. The murderer carried it out to perfection. He is very clever, indeed. Now, is the killer sure of himself? Right here. Without the ABC, we might have suspected Mr. Asher or Mr. Fraser, but by signing his crimes, the murderer is making sure that he is accused. In a way, it is very generous of him. Indeed. Okay, that is not the right one. Here when the street was packed with people, that is rather bold. Bold and dangerous. Self-confident. Is the killer a seducer? Yes, he is. The man seduced Betty before taking her to the beach where he strangled her. And does the killer like trains? A passenger timetable. Maybe the murderer likes trains. Yes. Is the killer impulsive? He is not. He is methodical and prepares his crime meticulously. He never forgets to leave his intriguing signature behind. Cold and calculated. Is the killer generous? I wouldn't use that word. Oh, maybe he is. Very generous of him, leaving that guide, the ABC guide. So by signing his crimes, the murderer is making sure that he is accused. Very generous, indeed.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we can now surmise without too much risk of error that our adversary is calculative, sure of himself, a seducer, of outstanding intelligence, that he has plenty of self-control, and that he likes railways. It's a good start. Other meetings may be necessary. I hope that you will be able to come back again.
Well, it's just that...
Just that what? Push Mary so that she helps. Ask Mary what is bothering her. Point out that she is short of money for the train. Why would I say that? But that is funny.
You do not have the money to pay for the train, is that it?
Oh.
It's
Poor
normal
Mary.
that people helping with this inquiry should be reimbursed. Starting with you, Miss Drower. Please allow me to pay for your train tickets.
Oh, sir, I cannot accept.
But you must. Mademoiselle, I may not be rich, but my brother left a fortune which will be mine.
Mr. Clarke, that's very generous of you.
Well, someone has to foot the bill. Mr. Poirot, would it be possible for you to come back to Devon? Lady Clarke has expressed a wish to see you. We'll adjust her medicine so she'll not be too drowsy.
But of course, I shall come the day after tomorrow if it is convenient. Thank you all for coming. We will meet again soon.
Generosity
The meeting was most fruitful.
Really?
Hastings, I believe now we have everything we need to find a common point between the victims. Now it is time for us to use our grey matter.
Yeah, as I was saying,
Let us
generosity
now
is...
try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. Let me finish my sentence. Yeah, as I was saying, generosity is one of the killer's qualities. You know, this is very exciting for me, even though I read the book. I don't remember what happened. I don't know who the killer is. Yeah, it could be one of these people in the room. Or was in the room. Or it could be the guide. Mr. Cust. That we saw momentarily in the game. With the glasses. Yeah, the man with the glasses. Anyway, let's continue. So, what do the victims have in common? Mrs. Asher took a cough medicine. Mrs. Asher had a violent husband. Donald was a violent man. Betty had problems with her voice. Sir Carmichael Clarke was a famous retired doctor. And he was close to Thora Gray. Betty had a photo of her Donald. Betty had a photo of her and Donald. The body was still worn. Betty was seeing other men as well as Donald. So, what do they have in common? Famous doctor. Problems with her voice. And cough medicine. They're kind of related. Yes. All the victims suffer from throat afflictions.
The first two victims suffered from bad throat, and that was precisely the specialty of the third victim, Dr. Clarke.
We have a lead.
Yes.
It would pay to take a closer look at the medical records of Dr. Clarke's patients.
We'll do so during our next visit to Churston.
I will do it myself, mon ami. You must remain in London just in case ABC sends us another letter.
Very well, as you wish.
So we're splitting up. How sad. Splitting up the perfect couple.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Poirot. Lady Clarke is waiting for you in her bedroom on the first floor. Please excuse me, I cannot stay for the interview. I have to take Miss Gray to the station to see our lawyer in Torquay.
Well, Alcithora is going on holiday. Alcithora is leaving her job. I don't think she is.
Are you going on holiday, mademoiselle?
Not exactly, Mr. Poirot.
Miss Gray very kindly stayed with me to settle my brother's affairs. But naturally, she prefers to find a position in London.
Oh.
Ah, très bien.
I'll be absent all morning, Mr. Poirot, but the nurse is coming soon. She's to ensure that the dose of medicine doesn't make our patient drowsy.
Thank you, Mr. Clarke. Have a nice trip, mademoiselle.
No ego points for me. I got it wrong. Darn it.
It would be rude to make Lady Clarke wait any longer.
Alright, so we go up now. Let's make a phone call first. Let's call Hastings.
I do
missed
not
him.
need to make a telephone call now.
Ned.
It is not the right time.
Okay, we'll go up. It's time to meet Lady Clarke, lady of the house. Hello, Lady Clarke. Hey, you dropped something there.
It would be rude to make Lady Clarke wait any longer.
Alright, fine.
This
Whoa.
poor woman is very ill.
Very ill indeed, terminally ill. Dazed eyes. Clenched fist. This is very hard to watch. And painkillers.
This woman is suffering. She is in no state to have a conversation.
Yeah, she's dosing medicine right now. I don't think she can even see us at the moment.
It would be rude to make Lady Clarke wait any longer.
Alright. I want to look around first before we talk to her, but guess we have to talk first. Alright, Lady Clarke.